guys, I'm Dr. Phoenix, and today I'm going to be sharing 4 great carbs for a flat belly. So this video is dedicated to anybody out there who is a foodie, but you're terrified of carbs. Maybe you've heard carbs are the devil and you've been avoiding carbs because you think all carbs make you gain weight, which is totally untrue. I've actually talked about this in a previous video, how to eat carbs and not gain weight. I'm gonna leave the link right here. But overall, what I want you guys to grasp from this video is that carbs fall into 2 big categories. So we've got good carbs and bad carbs, or fast carbs and slow carbs. And what I mean by that is how rapidly the carbs break down into sugar, which means how it affects our blood sugar and then our insulin levels. And insulin is your fat storage hormone. So insulin comes out in relation to how much your blood sugar raises. So if you eat something that contains an abundance of sugar, or processed carbs, which break down rapidly into sugar, you're gonna spike your insulin, put yourself in fat storage mode, and that ain't good if you're trying to have a flat belly. So overall, that's the take-home point here. Focus on carbs that are healthy, that don't spike your blood sugar and cause insulin to come out rapidly. And these are 4 carbs that I particularly love, that I think you guys can easily incorporate into your diet every single day, no matter what your diet. So whether you're vegan, vegetarian, paleo, whatever, you'll be able to incorporate these 4 good carbs into your diet. So that being said, let's get into carb number 1, which are berries. So berries are amazing overall. You guys can just Google berries, research studies on berries, amazing benefits from heart disease prevention, diabetes prevention, cancer prevention. Berries contain a ton of antioxidants that have been shown to help prevent cancer. But for this video, and we're talking about flat belly foods, the reason why I like berries is because they contain an abundance of fiber relative to sugar. So this goes back to the whole blood sugar thing. When you consume berries, because they contain so much fiber relative to sugar, they're not going to spike your insulin levels or spike your blood sugar levels, and then insulin's not going to come out as rapidly. So you're not going to be running into fat storage mode. So you're going to get a nice kick of energy from the sugar, from berries, but then you're also going to get this nice bit of fiber, which helps control blood sugar. And then the fiber is also going to help you stay fuller longer throughout the day. So across the board, berries are awesome. Personally, I love strawberries. Blueberries are really good too. Blueberries have a ton of benefits, actually. They're like one of those superfoods. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about berries, just Google it, or just mix it up, throw in different types of berries. For your smoothie, morning smoothie, that's an easy way to start incorporating berries into your day, and then that'll help promote a flatter belly and just a healthier lifestyle overall, okay? So number 1 is berries. Number 2 are greens. So I love greens overall. Like, I can literally go a whole day just eating stuff like kale and spinach and seaweed. And greens are great for 2 big reasons. Number 1, the fiber content, which is similar to what I said about berries, and the fact that greens are not going to spike your blood sugar levels, and they're going to keep your insulin in a safe, normal range. The second reason why greens rock is that they contain tons of B vitamins. And I've talked about this in previous videos, the benefit of B vitamins. So B vitamins are key to our metabolism. If you have a deficiency in B vitamins, your metabolism is going to go like this. But when you kick up your B vitamin intake, your metabolism goes up. Also, your energy levels go up. I mean, you guys have heard about like B12 shots or sublingual B12. That's because one of the great effects of B vitamins is that they do help boost energy as well as metabolism overall. So bottom line, get in those greens. One way that I love to eat greens, I love kale. So what I can do, and I can literally eat this all day long, is I just take some kale, throw it in a saucepan, drizzle on some grapeseed oil, some fresh garlic, and some seasoning salt, saute that up, and I can have that all day long. If you've never had sauteed greens before, just try it. You'll absolutely love it. I promise you this. Now, let's move on to the 3rd and 4th, okay? So the 3rd and 4th are nice little bonuses, and this is dedicated to all of you guys who struggle with getting those fast carbs, specifically pasta and rice out of your diet. Those are the killers for so many people, are pasta and rice. And those carbs, when they break down rapidly into sugar and just throw you into fat storage mode. So it's really going to help you to start weaning back on the pasta and rice if that's something you struggle with. So this food, the next good carb, number 3, is going to be a great substitute for pasta, and it is squash. Now you're probably thinking, how the heck is squash going to substitute for pasta? I'm not feeling this. But here's the thing. Pasta You know, for a lot of people, it's the texture of pasta, just the noodles and all that. And then you throw the dressing on top. Well, squash, if you cook it in a specific way called spaghetti squash, it literally can take the place of pasta. And then squash has a nice little flavor of its own. Depending on the type of squash you can get like a butternut squash or what have you, winter squash. But overall, squash can be made into something called spaghetti squash. It's kind of hard to describe, and you're probably just like racking your brain unless you've done this before. A lot of people have not heard of this. What I'm going to do is leave a link down in the description box to my website, and I will share the exact recipe on how to make spaghetti squash. It is crazy simple, and it is one of the easiest ways to start getting pasta out of your diet and start promoting a flatter belly. So squash, spaghetti squash, get the recipe down below. All right, so now we're going to close out with our fourth, and I mentioned rice. Now here is going to be an awesome substitute for rice, and it's called cauliflower rice. So what we're going to do is take a head of cauliflower and a cheese grater. Okay, so I'm going to describe it a little bit. And you just grate the cauliflower. So what you're going to end up with are these little grains, these little white grains that kind of look like rice, not exactly, but you're going to cook it similar to rice. So you're going to throw it in a pan with a little bit of water, steam it up. And what's cool about this, it literally, when it's cooking, the cauliflower does take on a texture similar to rice. For a lot of people, okay, when it comes to carbs like pasta and rice, it's not so much the taste of the food that's drawing you in, it's the texture of the food. If you really think about it, rice has no taste, okay? It's the texture of the rice and how you dress the rice with other foods, and cauliflower is an amazing substitute for rice that is going to promote a flatter belly. Also, cauliflower has a nice bit of fiber in it, just like spaghetti squash. So these are going to be foods that are going to help you stay fuller longer. Unlike rice and pasta, if you notice, they break down rapidly into sugar. And after that breakdown, a few hours later, you're hungry again. Okay, this is not uncommon for people who eat fast carbs like rice and pasta. But what you'll find is when you substitute it out with the squash and the cauliflower, you'll get a nice stable levels of your blood sugar, your insulin levels. You won't be spiking, lowering, and your hunger levels are going to stay more stable throughout the day, which means you're not going to be craving food, which means you're going to lose weight easier. Okay, so those were the 4 carbs that I wanted to share with you guys. Very simple carbs, like literally you can start throwing in these foods every single day and they're going to be amazing for promoting a flat belly. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of my Fit 411. If you did, like up that video, press that little like button. Also subscribe to the channel and share this with a friend. Now drop down in the comment section and let me know, did you know about these 4 flat belly carb foods? If you did, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. As always, it was my pleasure. I'm Dr. Phoenix, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another episode of my Fit 411 very, very soon. Peace.